Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
41 right, 40 up, go. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Hey, they scared. They scared. Slam, slam, slam. Shift. Watch the shift. Head up. Ready.
Now back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Za'Darius Smith. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
On the double.
Mike Fofo. Silver.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Screenplay, McKinnon. And on this one he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On second down now, it's Grant. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
Watch left. He's tight right there. Everyone, you got four down. Shoot!
On third down, it's Stick to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Come on, fellas.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check play, 64, weak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read. But, gotta get the point. Get on the point right here. Kid 21. Lor'Renzo. Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. H3, 2, 18. Chopper. Find the mic. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Check. Ready. Stand, go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Set, ready. 10-2
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Check 3. 22 jet bomber.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
Stand up in. Mike 35. Sit hut. It's game situation. Let's go. 35's the mic. Red hut.
They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First and 10 at the 20.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Pittsburgh. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey, Alpha. 24 is the mic. Bring it. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready up.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Okay, break. 9:35. Hey, check. One twist. 61. Matchbox, light.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Give me that ball, defense. Ready, go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys are back within a single score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Grant. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down now, it's Grant, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go back to Grant, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Off play action, it's Stick. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
15 lining, 15 lining. Two times. We got 4. And go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 29 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They will run with Graham. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Hey, exit. General West.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
60 outlaw. 6-6, bullet high. Hey, Delta. Hit it.
Throwing on second down. Stiff. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
5.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. That's complete to John Ross. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. As a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Let's go. Let's do it. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. That one good for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
Watch twins. Ready. Under 10. Smith.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Check 30 call, 132 fight.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Stand ready. 30 base. Watch the twist. Ready.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stick. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Hey, Roy.
On play action, they'll throw. This complete to the tight end play. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Stick looks to throw it again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Carl Nassib busting through to get him for a loss of 6. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
Charlie. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 24 is the mic. Here we go. Let's go.
A shotgun throw for Stick. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get ready. Get ready.
2nd and 4. Incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, wahoo! 4 down, check, 4 down, get it.
Here's Grant. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. This is Grant. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
24 is the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Protein spill. Hit it.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. 1st and 10, stick. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey. 4 down.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over.
And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 half block.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round. First step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.